Imagine an SUV that hasn't had a true redesign in nearly 15 years, finally coming back with a brand new look, more power than ever, and a hybrid twist that could change how you see Toyota's most rugged off-roader. The 2025 Toyota 4Runner TRD iForce Max isn't just another update, it's a complete rebirth of an icon. But here's the catch. With all the changes, is this still the tough, go-anywhere 4Runner people fell in love with, or has Toyota taken it in a totally different direction? Stick around, because the answer might surprise you. The Toyota 4Runner has always been more than just an SUV. It's been a symbol of rugged adventure, a machine trusted by families, off-roaders, and overlanders alike for decades. But here's the thing, while its reputation never faded, the 4Runner itself hasn't seen a true redesign in nearly 15 years. That changes now. Enter the 2025 Toyota 4Runner TRD iForce Max, a bold new chapter for one of Toyota's longest-running icons. Built on the same platform as the Land Cruiser and Tacoma, this 4Runner blends tradition with modern upgrades, aiming to satisfy die-hard fans while attracting a new generation of buyers who want capability and comfort. The big question is, did Toyota strike the right balance? Let's take a closer look. Now let's dig into what makes the 2025 Toyota 4Runner TRD iForce Max such a big deal. Right away, the exterior makes a statement. Gone is the dated, boxy look of the previous generation. In its place, you get a sharper, more modern design that still feels unmistakably 4Runner. Bold lines run across the body, the front grille is massive yet clean, and the LED headlights carve out a tougher, more confident face. This isn't a soft crossover pretending to be rugged. It looks ready to tackle the trail straight from the showroom floor. Step inside, and the changes are even more dramatic. The cabin finally feels like it belongs in 2025. You'll notice a massive touchscreen taking center stage, Toyota's latest infotainment software, and a digital gauge cluster that replaces the old-school dials. The materials are a big step up, with softer touchpoints, more storage solutions, and smarter ergonomics. But what really stands out is how Toyota balanced modern tech with that classic utilitarian vibe, the kind of interior that still feels durable enough for muddy boots and camping gear. Under the hood, the iForce Max hybrid powertrain is the star of the show. Instead of sticking with the old V6, Toyota has given the 4Runner a turbocharged 2.4-liter four-cylinder paired with an electric motor. Together, they deliver over 320 horsepower and a serious bump in torque, making this easily the most powerful 4Runner ever built. That extra muscle means quicker acceleration on the highway, smoother passing power, and, yes, more confidence when pulling a trailer. At the same time, the hybrid setup promises far better fuel efficiency than the thirsty outgoing model, a huge plus for long road trips or daily commutes. Of course, performance isn't just about what's under the hood. Toyota has equipped this new 4Runner with an updated suspension system and multiple drive modes. Whether you're crawling over rocks, cutting through mud, or cruising city streets, it adjusts to give you the right balance of comfort and control. TRD models crank it up further, with beefier tires, skid plates, and off-road tuned shocks, features that remind you why the 4Runner has always been the SUV people turn to when things get tough. Now, not everything is perfect. The hybrid system adds weight, which some drivers might notice in tight corners. And while the new interior is a leap forward, hardcore traditionalists might argue it's lost a bit of its old-school simplicity. Toyota seems to be walking a fine line between rugged durability and modern comfort, and whether that balance works for you will depend on what kind of driver you are. But here's where it gets even more interesting: pricing. Toyota hasn't just given the 4Runner more power and tech, they've also positioned it in a way that could seriously shake up the mid-size SUV segment. And when you stack it against rivals like the Ford Bronco and Jeep Wrangler, the story gets even more compelling. So before we talk numbers and real-world value, let's break down exactly what this new 4Runner does better, and where it still falls short. And here's where everything comes to a head. On paper, the 2025 Toyota 4Runner TRD iForce Max looks impressive, but the real test is how it feels behind the wheel. Fire it up, and that hybrid powertrain instantly changes the game. The old 4Runner was solid but sluggish. This one? It surges forward with a punch of torque you can feel the moment you tap the throttle. Climbing steep grades, merging onto highways, even overtaking at speed, it does it all with a confidence the last generation simply couldn't match. Off-road, the transformation is just as striking. With its updated suspension and TRD-tuned hardware, the 4Runner doesn't just survive the trail, it thrives on it. Loose gravel, deep ruts, and rocky inclines that once meant slow crawling are now handled with ease. There's more grip, more control, and an overall feeling that this SUV was designed to take a beating and keep going. Even better, it manages to stay surprisingly composed back on pavement, soaking up bumps without feeling sloppy. But the real shocker isn't just how much better it drives, it's how it blends that capability with modern refinement. For the first time, you can spend a day wheeling through the backcountry and still enjoy a quiet, comfortable ride home with Apple CarPlay streaming your playlist and adaptive cruise easing the fatigue. That dual personality, rugged warrior and everyday commuter, might be the 4Runner's biggest trick yet. Of course, it's not flawless. The added hybrid tech means extra weight, and you can feel it when pushing hard into corners. And while the interior is leaps ahead, some buyers may still find the tech-heavy cabin a little less classic 4Runner than they expected. But here's the twist. Instead of watering down the legend, Toyota may have just future-proofed it. So, is this the moment the 4Runner reclaims its crown as the ultimate do-it-all SUV, or will its rivals still have the last laugh? Let's break it down in the verdict. So, where does that leave us with the 2025 Toyota 4Runner TRD iForce Max? In simple terms, this is the biggest leap forward the 4Runner has taken in decades. The pros are clear: a bold new design, a powerful hybrid engine that finally gives it real punch while improving efficiency, a modernized interior packed with tech, and off-road chops that remain among the best in the class. It's a true blend of old-school toughness and new-school refinement. But it's not without its trade-offs. The added weight of the hybrid system is noticeable at times, and some traditionalists may feel the digital-heavy cabin takes away a bit of the 4Runner's rugged simplicity. And depending on final pricing and trims, it could edge close to more premium territory, making rivals like the Bronco and Wrangler even more tempting for buyers who value raw personality over Toyota's balance of reliability and capability. That said, for families who want an SUV that can do it all, daily commuting, long-distance road trips, and serious off-road weekends, the 2025 4Runner might just be the sweet spot. It's also a clear signal of where Toyota is headed, combining hybrid power with durability to keep legends like this alive in an era that's moving rapidly toward electrification. In the current U.S. market, where buyers are demanding more efficiency without giving up performance, the new 4Runner feels not just relevant but forward-looking. It shows that rugged body-on-frame SUVs don't have to be relics. They can evolve, stay true to their heritage, and still adapt to the future. So, is this the ultimate all-around SUV for the modern driver, or do you think Toyota pushed the 4Runner too far into comfort and tech? I want to hear from you. Drop your thoughts in the comments. Let me know if you'd take this over a Bronco or Wrangler, and of course, don't forget to like this video, share it with a fellow car enthusiast, and subscribe so you don't miss our next deep dive into the latest and greatest on 4 wheels.